Okay, hello, am I audible? Am I audible, students? Okay. So first, I'm providing you the attendance link here in the chat box. Everybody, please find the attendance link in your chat box. Okay, let me take another one topic. Okay, so this is about your aerobic stabilization units. Okay, so that is also it is a suspended growth system. So there are different stabilization units are there. So among them, which are aerobic stabilization units, so among them your oxidation cones and stabilization cones are there. Okay, so these oxidation cones and this stabilization cones, actually these cones or this stabilization cones, they are basically a kind of a earthen basin. Okay, they are a open channel type. Okay, they have a open, they don't have a this one, they have an open flow through. These are earthen basins, and they are spatially constructed to treat the sewage and the like this industrial wastewater. So these ponds, actually, this oxidation ponds and this stabilization ponds, these are basically they provide long detention periods, and these detention periods, they can suppose it can be for a few days also, and it can be for several days also. And during these detention periods, this waste that gets stabilized, they get stabilized by the action of the natural forces. Okay, and these stabilization cones, it can be of different types, like it can be of aerobic type, or it can be of facultative type, or it can be of anaerobic type. So like this aerobic if it is a totally like it is if it is a aerobic this stabilization cone, then the stabilization here in this aerobic cone, these are brought by how these are brought by the aerobic bacteria. So the aerobic bacteria present in the waste, so they will bring the stabilization of this waste, and these will flourish in the presence of this oxygen. So the oxygen, the bacteria which require the oxygen, or the oxygen demand that is required by such bacteria in this kind of forms, it is brought about by the combined action of this algae or either microorganisms, so that are also present in the wastewater. And microorganisms, like you can say that it might be protozoa or it might be bacteria, so they are all together. It is known as your algal photosynthesis or algal symbiosis. This process, okay. So the whole process is known as your algal photosynthesis. So in this kind of photosynthesis or symbiosis, so what is happening that the algae while they are growing, and they are growing in the presence of the sunlight, also they produce they are producing, they are giving the oxidation or oxidation in the process of by the process of photosynthesis. And these oxidation which oxygen which these microorganisms they are giving, so these are again utilized by these bacteria or protozoas, so for oxidizing the waste, this organic matter. So whatever end products you are getting from this process, these are your carbon dioxide, either it is carbon dioxide or ammonia, or it is a phosphate. Okay, and these kind of end products, they help the algae to grow and to continue to give oxygen or to produce oxygen. So in a, if the suppose the stabilization pond is only of an aerobic pond, it is an anaerobic pond, then this stabilization, it is, brought about by the by the conversion of this organic waste to carbon dioxide, or the usual anaerobic conversion of this organic waste to this carbon dioxide, methane, or these gaseous end products, or like this. Okay, and these are, along with this, foul odors and these pungent smells are also erupted. And if it is suppose a stabilization pond, it is a facultative pond. So what is happening that the these layers, so what is the above layer of this in this pond, the above layer, it is of the under your aerobic condition, that is like this anaerobic conditions, they prevail in the bottom layers. And this upper layer or the upper aerobic layer, these, it is a very, these are they evolve the foul odors there are there. Okay, they don't evolve the any of these foul odors. So this treatment, it is, affected from such a pond, suppose it is very much comparable to that of a secondary treatment process. Then if the these actually the total aerobic ponds, these are practically, it is not difficult, or it is not possible, or it is very difficult to construct this kind of purely aerobic ponds. So since and these facultative ponds, these are of different depths, like these can vary from the depth vary from like 1 to 1.5 meter, or also these the ponds can be deeper, like that it can be 2.5 meter and above, also up to 4 meter it can be. Okay, so this treatment ponds, these are, used for, many communities also, very small communities, these are being constructed. And this oxidation pond, actually the whatever results you are getting from an oxidation pond, so these are like the oxidation of the original organic matter and the production of algae, which are discharged with the effluent. So you are getting the results of the oxidation pond treatment, that is the oxidation of the organic original organic matter, and also it is the production of an algae, and these are discharged along with the effluent you are getting. So the results, it is a, like it is, there is a net reduction of this BOD also, and there is a reduction of BOD because the algae are, these are more stable than the organic matter in the wastewater. Okay, so this organic matter, these will again decompose itself slowly into the river stream. And these oxidation ponds, they basically throw their effluents in these rivers, and above the, upstream of these lakes or reservoirs. So whatever results you are getting from oxidation pond, these are, very properly operated ponds, and they can be very effective, like those of a trickling filter, and also they reduce the BOD of the sewage also. And this BOD removal, it is up to 90%, and coliform removal is also up to 99% or so. So you can see that this kind of these ponds are very much effective for removing the BOD of the sewage. Okay, and there are also advantages as well as some disadvantages of using these oxidation ponds, that these oxidation ponds, basically they are suitable for only like very dry countries or very hot countries like this our India, and also places where 200 or more sunny days are expected per year. So these are basically for hot countries. Okay, and especially for small cities or towns where there is a very large land area, and these are cheaply available at about 0.1 to 1 kilometer away from the habitation. That means where the habitation is your habitation of people are there, so it is like from there up to 0.15 to 1 kilometer away from that it is being installed. And the biggest advantages of this oxidation pond treatment is that it is very cheap, and the capital cost, it is about only 10 to 30% of that of a trickling filter or a activated sludge process. Okay, and also the maintenance cost is also very low, and there is no provision for any skill supervision is not required. So all these things are, and also these are quite flexible. So these things are the advantages of a oxidation pond, and also there is some disadvantages also, like it there is, the nuisance due to this, there can be, since it is an open flow channel, so it can be, there can be breeding of mosquitoes, or there can be bad odors, and you can obviously you can avoid these mosquito breedings, like the banks of the ponds, it should be uh, kept clear, or any, you have to clear the grasses or bushes that are, growing besides this oxidation ponds. So, and also, if you have to remove the bad odors, then you have these oxidation ponds, these should be, located far away from this residential areas, and these odors, it can also be kept under control by, overloading the ponds. Okay, so these are and what happens if these ponds are, if you load these ponds, like if you overload these ponds, then the growth of algae, it can be stimulated by, adding some sodium nitrites, and which is a plant food, and this oxidation and also a oxidation agent. So you have to actually keep these oxidation ponds far away, located far away from the residential areas. Okay, so this is about your oxidation pond. So I will not continue with the next topic, because I have very less topics left out, and I have almost four classes, I guess. So I will complete now slowly, slowly. Okay. So have you all given your attendance? Okay. In the first class, there were 29 students, I guess, but now we are 20 students are there. So I will, I think I should share the link in the WhatsApp group also, or not. Okay, how many responses I got? Let me check. Okay, 18 responses I have got. Somebody have not given the attendances yet. Okay, those who have given the attendances, you can leave the meeting.